Hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of Trails in the Sky. I am your anti-hero, and this will be my very first YouTube video. Hopefully this all goes well, since it'll be, my first time doing this. It took a while to get everything kind of worked out, but here I am. Hopefully everyone viewing this will actually enjoy it. I guess a couple things first. I have actually played Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, and 3, except for the 4th. As of this recording, it has not been released yet, although I have pre-ordered it. I'll probably wait to play that after I play the rest of the games. Otherwise, I've yet to play this game, 2 and 3 of In the Sky, and of course the Crossbow games. Unfortunately, Crossbow games are not released from Japan, I believe, but they do have a fans translation. So once I get done with Trails in the Sky, if I can find those fans translated parts of Crossbow, then I'll definitely check those out. But hopefully they'll be released in the West. Oh, and I have played a little bit of this. Played like maybe an hour, because I just couldn't wait to start it up. But for the most part, this is gonna be a blind Let's Play. So let's go ahead and get started, I guess. I'm not sure what else to say. And of course, I'll be starting from the beginning, because, well, I start from load spot. Normal, average difficulty for those avoiding the challenge. Hard difficulty setting for those who won't find normal a bit lacking. Nightmare at your funeral. May I also be with you. I don't want to die, so probably not Nightmare. And from my experience with playing Trails of Cold Steel, playing on hard or Nightmare is practically fucking impossible. Although this game might be different from that aspect. So I'm just gonna go normal for now. There we go. Okay, let's reload. There we go. Daddy's really late. We even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Skara? Skara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. Sorry for anyone who actually wants me to do voices. I can try them if you guys want me to. I was gonna take a bit of practice, and it's gonna be a bit of cringe, but I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home, Daddy. Cassius. At least that's how I think it's pronounced. Sorry to kept you waiting, Estella. I'm sorry. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Looks like a guy that has a deeper voice. Did you take care of the house while I was away? Might be alright. Of course I did. Okay, I kind of want to take out the vehicle. Maybe I'll leave it in there. That'd be fine. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? Didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. Nope. I was fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estella. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And it really breaks when you play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Yeah, it's pretty odd to give it. Well, I'll save that for later. Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? It seems a little odd giving a child, another child, a present. That's it's a bit new. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? This is some fucking matchmakers stuff. Definitely odd. Why would you do that? Yeah, that's my question, Estella. Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on his voice. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? That'd be really messed up if you brought home a dead body of a child. Wow, that'd be one hell of a way to start up a Let's Play. And a game itself. He was kind of dead if you ask me. I treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay! He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks like he's almost the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Hmm? That's nice and all. How about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? Why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Isn't he illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Or have you been picking up those kinds of words? No doubt from... Why'd I gotta say a name like that? Come on. Skarzard? That sounds like a fucking Pokemon. Now. No doubt from Skarzard. Scarred. Her. No doubt from her, I assume. I'm just gonna say that because I'm terrible at that name. I'll look it up later. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me in a lot of trouble one of these days with all our nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why? Why didn't you leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't leave me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estella. Estella Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you to have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the subject. Ow! Quit yelling! Alright already. You jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yawn again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it'd be wise not to argue with Stella while you're in this house. Even I would stand a chance if I made her bad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, like that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it'd be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do is, if you ask me, trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... No. What's your name? Tell me your name! It's funny how they fucking... Kind of funny how they fed out before it says his name, like it's some type of big huge secret or reveal. I suppose it might become some kind of a reveal if you play the other trail games, possibly. In case you didn't know, Trails in the Sky. Yep. It's a game I'm playing right now. Wow, I need to work on that. That sounded wrong. Just to skip that part. It's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. You know, if you're gonna not say anything about, try to be more dramatic about name reveal, why just not do it? Drop it casually in the next scene. Seems a little odd, but all right. Ah, guess that's a no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. That's a pretty sound. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estella. Hope I didn't wake you. I was already up when I heard you start playing. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, though that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman to her slumber. What do you mean, woman? The same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. Maybe the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. That makes you something like my little follower, would you agree? Yeah, unfortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a teeny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. Yeah, what's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. Interesting. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Josh, but sadly it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. And it's really just about a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with that thing, but just that. Well, excuse me for being unpopular with ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? A fetish, really? Oh, wow. That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. I'd be mad if I seen beetles in the hallway. Are you kidding me? I get antsy when I see bugs in my room. Are you kidding me? Hey, Estella, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. I forgot how long it takes to actually get to moving around and stuff. Thanks for grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling instead of Estella? Like people say, cutes eat and sleep a lot, grow a lot. Oh, well, make sure you get enough to eat. But don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you're finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estella. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch to see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you two. That's the spirit! Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And still, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Stella. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember, Skara, saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap! Totally forgot. Now that you mentioned it, I guess I kind of remember saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or another. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Stella. Your brain is like a sieve? Nah. Papa's sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, though, Stella. Skara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting? Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, How about Ruin-style scalloped fish and a balsamic vinegar sauce? What the fuck is that? Well, what's that? I think it's a little more than Stella's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. Ah, you're right. I just want to see what kind of reaction I get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say it's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before we head out. I'd like you to pick up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition of today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Ooh, money. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, once we're heading out. Okay, wow. That was... Did not read that sentence correctly. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and gives scared. I can't say her name. I'm just saying the short version because I somewhat think that's correct. Give Skara my regards. Ah, I'm finally moving around. Kind of. Crap. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see if I can plug in a controller or something. Shit, 1 second. Okay, so no controller, I guess. Crap. Oh well, I'll just deal with the controls here, I guess. I swear there was a way to control this, though. Not WSD. Oh, it is WSD. Wow, okay. Just have to hold it in, not just press it. No, that wasn't working before. Oh well. Okay. Finally I get to move around. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the field today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. Don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of his mouth. Alright, let's see if I can find anything useful. There's usually some, like, chest or something stashed somewhere. Nope. No need the rest. Up. Oh. Never mind, I can't open it. Oh well. Ah! Shift is how to run. Gotcha. Alright. Some ways it might be easier just to... There we go. Ah, he moves somewhat kind of fast. Damn. Alright then. Well, go ahead and get going. I know there's a remaster on the Steam, but it looks pretty good. Considering its age, you know. Bright House. North Relent 49 Siege. Sludge? Let me say Siege. South Grin Gate 259 Siege. We need to go up this way. City of Roland. Roland. Bah. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late, either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I've never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Scara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Scara at the Bracer Guild over there then. If I remember right, there was... I hit those buttons. Is there a way to control the, C? Oh, there's a map. Alright. B's the map. Where's the B? Where's the C? It's V. Okay, cool. One thing I like about these games is the fact that everyone has lives, even outside your own. The character doesn't necessarily need to interact with anybody for their lives to kind of go forward. You're just kind of a spectator to their lives. Good morning, Mr. Renon? Hello there, Stella and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the new Stragas? Unbelievable. I actually already forgot why we came here to begin with. I'm not here to shop. You're supposed to be buying a copy of the World News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Stella? I'm afraid the new Stragas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the World News, though, I should have them in by around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by we'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be here waiting for you. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time I water my lovely flowers. Okay. Ah! Oh, I thought it was like Q and E. Oh crap. I'll figure it out a bit later. Or actually, I meant camp. Oh, already level 3. Alright, cool. Dual Strike, Morale, Pummel, Sever, Twin Dirks, the rest. 3. Okay. So, Joshua's stronger. Okay, well, whatever. Orbital Factory. Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Stella. How are those orbits working out for you that we turned the other time? Okay, I need to reread that. How are those orbits working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, Estella, it's not whether your orbit is good or bad, the problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you'd learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for sucking. There. No need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, we'll gradually be able to handle them better. That's right. I'm going to master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zestia's control factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I couldn't... Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a racer, you'll have to learn how. Hey, I'm setting up shop. Still on Joshua. You seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that orbit light the other day. Speaking of orbit lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? We should get that one replaced ASAP. Orbits sure are daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these orbit thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the sky. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Ah, crap. There it goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you just learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya. It'd be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. You're probably right. Now, about that. Oh, okay, cool. That's how to do the map. Oh, I'm so glad I found that. That was gonna be such a pain. Alright, let's just go to the Bracer Guild. There you two are. Good morning, Estella. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aine. Good morning. Is Scary here already? Yeah, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's journey, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to both of you. Thanks! We'll do our best. As you should. Yep, okay. And let's get this training done and over with. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, an inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Scara. Well, if it isn't Stella and Joshua. I actually kind of like the way these sprites look. Not so pixely. See, you can see people who made this did a remastered version. Really did a good job at it. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since my last day of training, I figured why not. I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. Hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dripping already. Quiet, you! Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it should, like it usually does. Ah, Joshua! Scara's picking on me! Don't worry, Scara. Stella may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework. Acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbit with some practice. Eventually. Probably. You don't sound too confident though, Joshua. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Oh, really? Were those descriptive words not doing it for you? Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Scarrow, what were you trying to predict with the tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge a bracer should have in order to function effectively. And, Estella, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Start from the top, I guess. Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and type of quartz, or septum installed, or processed septum installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the orbital revolution. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. Great, the ultimate fetch quest. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Kingdom of Lubril, in which we live, sits in the western half of the Zemirian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Brawl is proud to be one of the leading procedures of septum in the continent and is known for its high-level technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has always been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Urbonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to their queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Alright, I don't need nothing else. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Scarab? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any need for sitting at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your tasks. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got a word for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estella. I just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of the day's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Ina, are you ready? Are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one from each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Where's the notebook? Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Stella. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me you're just playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty of all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estella. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. Alright, when the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation point or exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. Alright. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Training retrieval. Term long. Okay, by her, Father Mira, direct request. The starting will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Sarah Scara for details. Okay. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer notebook. The Bracer notebook can be easily found by clicking the Books tab in the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer book shortcut button on the configuration menu. Where is the configuration menu? Very good. Looks like you two were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for Bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a brazier calls for much more than just someone with half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that a typo? Is that so? Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. But before the motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on our next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's oval factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken the time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Okay, I guess I need to walk there. Here's where you'll learn how to use an orbital factory's services. Forgot how long this kind of was. Damn. In an orbital factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The brazier business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with those orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Millers, if you wouldn't mind taking over here? No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Crap. Alright. Orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship, engines, and so on are also types of orbits. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbits, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it impossible to use magic. Since each orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structure for these devices also differ from each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of setup too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what is it you would like to know about? Well, I guess I already read that. Arts. Simply put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbits. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energies stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have them be called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized in the orbital factory. Orbits are also set up so that once a peculiar quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those parts. Yeah. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with the water elemental value. In reality, orbits are much more complex than what I have described, but I think this information should suffice for now. Sorry, I need to take a drink. So what is it that you would like to know about? Ah, God damn it. Quartz, I guess. Quartz circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of those effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain number of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. So, what is it that you would like to know about? God damn it. Keep reading that. Seventh. Seventh are fragments of septum which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types. Earth brown, water blue, fire red, wind green, time black, space gold, and mirage silver. Seventh can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the Opal Factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbit slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So what is it that you would like? Yeah, okay, I'm done. Leave me alone. It looks like Mr. Miller has answered your questions. Is there anything else? If there's anything else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need this 7th. See, each type is 7th. With that amount, you should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbits. In your case, Estella, any elemental quartz is okay. But for you, Joshua, it has to be time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop, you'd be able to exchange Sepith for mirror, but for this training, you will not be able to use the service. Okay. Upon approaching the counter, a talk marker will appear. Pressing OK. Okay, yep. Quartz. So I haven't had time for Joshua. Oh yeah, I think I have to do a water one. Water mental value. Alright. Alright, looks like you're able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install quartz into your all orbits so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Of course, you can store it over the menu, the menu screen utilized. I'll select the override tab. Go. Orbit. Clock up and blur. Okay. Tear, aqua bleed. Alright, looks like you've both got recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your opens. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now, I want you to use your Sepith and open a slot on each of your opens. Go ahead and decide which slot you're going to open. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go with Stella. Alright. So do that. So you managed to open one of your opens, so since your central slot is not limited to a particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test. Again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at breakfast table. Estelle, you're such a scatterbrained. This is beyond... beyond help. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Ah, well, no sense in worrying about it now. Let's head over there to the testing area. You mean, like, now? I don't know if I'm ready for it. How about a little less yapping, a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. Good luck with all the test figures. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua! All your training is finally coming down to this. Your qualification test will be in here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estella? Scared? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassie just drop you in your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. Pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item that is for the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Robo Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in the classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why did you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about both of you try to at least look like a little anxious? Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I'll have in store for both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a Wow. This test will be a search conducted in real sewers. Of course, it's gotta be sewers, right? Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewer is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Turbo, Monster Guide. What is this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tips, Sarah. We'll put to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Alright, combat. Combat. There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Let's use it if our HP and AP become low before engaging in further battles. Orbit charging stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. As a recovery point is approached, a exclamation mark will appear and two choices will be displayed by pressing the OK button. Select the rest option, all AP, okay. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright. Monster, 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions of the start of battle will change depending on how the monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked from behind is disadvantageous. Dun, 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 Battle order bar indicates who attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down, of course. Start. Alright. Attack. Attack enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click on empty space. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, press start selecting start. Move character as quickly as possible, and then attack will perform. Okay, got it. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Great. Just move. Just a little bit closer. Alright, there we go. I agree with you. And you cannot. How is it you have a longer reach than Joshua, but you still can't reach it and he can? Okay, just take it then, I guess. Bye.
Alright, we're good to go.
Ooh, got a juicy bone. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Arts effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting in inns, hotels, train stations. Alright, at least got it. Arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon, or those on which physical attacks have little effect. It takes time before each art is cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. All arts have an element. Determine the element and most effective against your foes and use it. Now let's try this one. Soul Blur. Alright, guess you're just gonna take it then. That's fine with me. Sweet. Oh man, I wish all the enemies would be this easy.
We're good to go.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Crisp onion times 2. Still, let's try using crafts this time around. Some crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage. They're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts have range limits but can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battles. Alright. Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal... wow. Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal out damage, but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes CP. CP is generally gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. Okay, let's... Sure.
Come on.
Yeah, just yell at me, come on. That'll get me to get my morale up, right. Yeah, let's go with you. Nice. Alright then.
That's that then. Let's move out.
No juicy bone. Ooh, chest. Gimme. Surviving ball, perfect. Doors rest appears to be locked. Alright. Probably go down here later. Oh, what a surprise! Another creepy thing. What's the room for an easier way to take care of them? One blow using S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. These devastating attacks can be unleashed when the CP gauge is above 100. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the party order. S-Crafts, which are unleashed as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to Tactics and then set S-Break within the main menu. No, I almost got uttered. These are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the party order once the CP gauge is reached 0. S-Crafts will be used. S-Crafts will be used as S-Breaks can be changed by going to Tactics and then set S-Break within the main menu. So that probably means I'll get more than one S-Break or one S-Craft. Press the red button, break button to unleash an S-Break. An S-Break cannot be unleashed under that condition. Okay. I press the button, use S-Break. If you're using a keyboard, let me use the 1 through 4 number keys or arrow keys instead of correlation. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. And dead. Yeah, so yours too, I guess. Let's do this! It seems a lot more flashy.
Alright, we're good to go.
Curative Horna. Alright then. So what's the treasure chest? So that's the treasure chest. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be allowed to turns. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allotted to an enemy, an ally, or foe. Using S-Breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in the strip point and enter the turn bonus. Okay. These icons indicate the bonuses allowed to the town battle order. The bonus icon appears next to the character's icon, they'll receive that bonus. That heal HP, that one up, etc. indicate the effects of each icon. Alright, well, let's kill these guys first. Well, I guess I have to start attacking sooner or later, right? Soul Blare to you. And I'll have you do an art. Aqua Bleed to this one. Alright, see about actually killing these things now. Sweet. Oh, no. Yeah, let's go ahead and start, I guess. And why not? And dead.
All right, we rule.
You know it. Small box 2. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that it's not just one but two is kind of interesting too. I wonder what's inside. Remember, Estella, our mission is to search for truth only. I'm pretty sure leaving inside the boxes don't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. It has nothing to do with your mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. No, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. But as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know, right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Mascara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright, alright. Good girl. Alright, we go heal. Heal's probably pointless. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured you would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something like that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Scara, what's in the boxes you had us to get? That's for me to know and for you to find out after training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. Aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day gonna be over? Oh well. No sense of giving up when the finish line's in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report. Well, it's your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report the results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Ina is in charge here of the Royal Branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Upon approaching the counter, a talk marker. Yeah, okay, I got it. Report. Receive payment for training retrieval. 500, sweet. And gain BP. Current rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class. Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective of training without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you'll receive. You also accumulate points which are known as BP, Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When those points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a Junior Bracer starts at 9 and go all the way to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work harder. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be according to Bracer notes, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Ina, and sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? I know I scare I'll involve the whip. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then. Holds out 2 small boxes. Are these boxes the one? In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes you achieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estella. Are you saying it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! Alright, so look. Still and Joshua open boxes. Junior Bracer Emblem. This crest is... So, does this mean that we're... Still Bright, Joshua Bright. Bidding this day at 1500 hours. You are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a Bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only just now beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua, you should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming top your lungs like this. Yeah, I'm not going to scream that. In consideration for your ears. Look at us now, world, we did it! I was happy until that is what would happen if I yelled into the mic. I was happy until he made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estella, but I need to take off now. I have some backed-up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during the busy time of your guild. Before you head out, Scarrow, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Scarrow. I'll mention it. Training recruits is one of the Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago, and when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after you. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Scara, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who is always doing what... who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man. From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we're qualified as junior bracers. Right. Alright, I guess I'll probably end today's recording as soon as I get back to the house. Ooh, who are you? Hi there, Stella. Joshua. Oh, hi, Ridge. Looks like your training's over, isn't it? I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass a bracer exam. I look forward to working with you in the same capacity. Ourselves as well. I have to get back to work now. But if there's something you don't understand, give me a holler. Alright. Congratulations! You two are now official members of Bracer. From now on, I'm going to be passing jobs out to you like candy. Bring it on, is all I have to say. I look forward to working with you, the guild. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Stella. Oh, hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's with the oh great, it's a Stella remark? And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, hope you know. You're such a pest, Stella. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer you want to be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in the brawl than the milk that comes from the Praisel farm. Alright then. A little specific. What? No way! You're full of it, Estella! In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. Not like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estella. Now, high pony, on the other hand. Quit being killjoy. Wow, you two are great. You two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat cult friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I could accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estella? Oof. What's the likes of Estella supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer till you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people are allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estella, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. Damn. You'd better watch out, Estella. I'm gonna go train at my secret base. Before you know, I'm gonna be bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right, I'm coming. See you later, Stella. Bye, Joshua. That boy, Luke, he's always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he's just plain hates me or something. Rather, I think it's the opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. Oh, gotta get that newspaper for dear old daddy. Hey there, Estella. I'm Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to become bracers? You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Stella from now on. By the way, Mr. Anon, did the liberal news come in? Yeah, it came in a little afternoon. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever. I'll take one copy then. Comes to 100 Mira, please. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and cameraman who have done a great job reporting the latest issue. Reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Elisa's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. The free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. Ooh, recipe book. What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. That's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. You get hurt fighting if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time. It's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assume you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Stella. Well, I have made a personal rule to never turn down sweets. Learn maple cookie recipe. Basically, what you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe, and it's simple as that. And I wish it was that fucking simple to learn recipes and stuff. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across. That you haven't had the opportunity to try before. Well, that sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to serve your cooking here. You really know how to solicit your customers, Miss Renan. Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use. You can recommend a dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the hookup. By selecting a recipe book, all our recipes will be displayed as long as the necessary ingredients are available. The food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items, obvious. Otherwise, why are they called sit-down meals? Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or acquired from monsters. Okay. Alright. Actually, maybe I should buy some items real fast. I got a couple in inventory. Let's go with a couple more. How much money do I have? 900? I already have one. Let's go with 3 for now. I got 3 there. I should be fine for now. Alright, here we go. Estella, Joshua! Am I glad I found you two? Oh, hi, Jaime. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. I've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. You said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents, but what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not long ago. What's wrong? Are they some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies north and south of Roland. You mean the Tower of Azimuth? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Scare is out of another brace of business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Josh and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Stella's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of those children. Roger that. Understood. Azimuth's Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along Muggles Trails. You can get onto the Muggles Trail through Roland's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. It's our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Okay, so I didn't actually realize that I was going to have to go over and save those kids already. I thought I was going to be going home and possibly doing that the next day. I guess I'm going to Secret Base is there, so... But I guess I'm going to stop recording for now. Or end this video for today. Let me know if I have any issues with like volume or something like that. I'll try to fix that. This will be my first video and all. I'm still trying to learn everything, all the go-abouts and everything else. But if you like this video, stick around for more. You know, for next time I record everything else. Let's go to save. Guess I need to save. Alright. But yeah. Let me know if you guys like the video or not. Hopefully you do. Hopefully yours didn't bleed. And I'll see you guys later.